Well, howdy, Broncos country. Mase here after day one of training camp for the Denver Broncos. Three big things to talk about from the first day of training camp. Number one, the young receivers flashing. First, talk about Troy Franklin, a big-time deep catch from Jarrett Stidham during a team period over the shoulder, getting past Devin Key and Damari Mathis deep downfield after Jarrett Stidham did a nice job climbing the pocket, escaping pressure from Dondrea Tillman. Yep, there's that man getting pressure again for a gorgeous catch and a touchdown. That was the play of the day. But that wasn't all from the young receivers, although it wasn't even all from Troy Franklin, who had a big day. Pat Bryant really getting involved. Multiple catches today, including some from Bo Nix. You see that combination starting to come together. So you're seeing those young guys, those young receivers, they're getting timing, they're making plays, they're growing. A very good sign as you see those guys developing. Big thing number two is Jeremy Crawshaw. Okay, maybe you get tired of me talking about punters and punting, but I asked Sean Payton about him a couple of days ago, and he talked about the fireworks that are going off, and then occasionally, hey, yeah, there's a dud. It kind of goes off in one direction. Well, today, the only one that was kind of a dud in his punt period was still 50 yards, and it came after a high snap. And it was a nice job to get that snap down and still get it off. The other punts, blasts. I'll give you one example. There was a punt, line of scrimmage, the 3-yard line. He's back in the back of the end zone, and he uncorks a 70-yarder, 4.9 seconds of hang time. The thing was a missile. And when I talk about wanting a punter who has the driver in his bag, that club in his bag, I refer to that a lot. That's been missing around here. The ability to just get out there and blast it, flip the field. That's the kind of ability that Jeremy Crawshaw has. But he's also got the wedges, because later on in the period, they move up. They're punting on the opponent's side of the 50, and he drops 3 punts inside the 10-yard line, and they all hit the ground, and they don't bounce toward the goal line. They bounce away from it or bounce off to the sideline, and the guys get downfield and they down it. I mean, it was a clinic. There were 8 punts in that period, 3 of them hang times north of 5, another 3 of them hang times in the 4.8, 4.9 range. I mean, if Crawshaw punts like this when it counts, you might be talking about the kind of punting season that Michael Dixon had back in his rookie season, another Australian boomer, when he was an all-pro for the Seahawks. Folks, this was magnificent. I'm getting excited talking about punters. Y'all know how I love talking about my punters. Big thing number 3 today, I'm going to talk about the backup quarterback. I'm going to talk about Jarrett Stidham. Backup quarterbacks in Sean Payton's scheme, usually when they get to a second year or a third year, they get better. I'll give you an example. Teddy Bridgewater went out there at the end of the 2018 season, his first year with the Saints, with Sean Payton. Didn't play very well when he went out there at the end of the season. He comes back for 2019. Drew Brees gets hurt. He tears it up to the point where he gets a big contract to start for Carolina in 2020. And of course, he ends up starting for Denver in 2021 as well. That extra offseason, extra time to learn the system helped. There's a history of that with Sean Payton. Jameis Winston, second year with the Saints in 2021. He was playing really well before he tore his ACL. So we're watching Jarrett Stidham here now in year 3 with Sean Payton, year 3 in the scheme. And what we're seeing out there, we're seeing a guy who looks a bit more composed, under pressure a lot, because guys like Jonah Ellis, Q Robinson, and of course the aforementioned Dondrea Tillman, they're getting pressure. Tillman got a nice shout out today from Jonathan Cooper after practice, a really effusive shout out. So, hey, his teammates are seeing it as well in the young Dondrea Tillman. But Stiddy, composed, he's getting the ball out quick, he's climbing the pocket nicely. Really good day for Stidham. I mentioned, of course, the deep shot to Troy Franklin, but a lot of really nice plays today under pressure. Got to give some other shout-outs as well. Young receivers, as we go beyond the big three things. Jerjuan Newton, Joaquin Davis had some nice catches. Jerjuan Newton, a catch in double coverage. Maybe not the best decision of a throw by Sam Ehlinger, but a great catch coming down with the ball over the shoulder for Jerjuan Newton. Joaquin Davis, the long, extremely athletic receiver out of North Carolina Central, he had a nice leaping grab today. Kristian Williams, the undrafted defensive lineman with some pressures, including one that would have been a sack today. He was getting in the backfield as well. Got to give a shout out to him. All in all, pretty fun day. Bo Nix with some nice plays as well. He looks composed. Evan Engram, another good day. The Nix to Engram combination popping. Mike McGlinchey didn't practice. Sean Payton expects him back Saturday or Monday. Cortland Sutton out there working in team and working in 7-on-7. Nothing to see there as far as the situation that I know some people are discussing. Broncos back at it on Saturday. Plenty of coverage, of course, at denversports.com. And Cecil Lammey and I will have you covered at Orange and Blue today, 5 p.m. Mountain Time. Check that out. I'm looking forward to hearing what Cecil has to say because he hasn't had a glimpse at these guys since rookie minicamp. I've had to be his eyes and ears for OTAs, minicamp, and, of course, for the acclimation days. Now Cecil gets his glance. I want to hear what he has to say. So join us at 5 p.m. Mountain Time on all of the Denver Sports social and YouTube channels. Until next time, take care. Thanks for watching.